Last week, we talked through the simple framework, the journey from hopeful new employees to empowered and engaged individuals who are helping you to grow your business. This week, we're going to go through these elements in a little bit of detail, and what I'd encourage you to do is use that almost as a bit of a checklist. Within your business, are you implementing those specific elements? If you are, fantastic. No doubt you have empowered, engaged employees. If you see some gaps, then there's some opportunities that you can work on to help your team step up and therefore to help you to let go, to grow. So let's go through each of them. Autonomy, which is that desire that individuals have to take and have responsibility for making change. Now, the competing, almost conflicting desires that we have in an autonomy space are around our need to belong and our desire for individuality, independence. So how do we, as employers, make sure that we balance both of those? Well, a key thing around belonging, which I talked about in a recent Blackboard Friday episode, is things like culture, rituals, things that make your business unique and special, so that when your team think about working with you, they think about some of the things that they won't get anywhere else. They know that they belong and they're part of something unique. The flip side is them as an individual wanting to feel unique. The key to that is making sure you, and if you have layers of management, each individual's specific manager, take the time to understand the individual needs and desires of each employee. A simple example I talk about is how you can reward individuals with things that are specialised to them rather than trying to throw cash at the problem. I love movie tickets as an example because I'm an avid movie lover and I have the benefit of working with some team members who are also avid movie lovers. When I want to reward them, I'd much rather spend $50 on some movie tickets as a gift than $100 in cash on something that isn't personalised, that doesn't demonstrate that I value them as an individual. No matter how big your business, you have the structure in place to meet each person where they are as an individual. Mastery is about taking the opportunity to develop new skills to a level of competence that meets that individual's desire and commitment. The conflicting elements we have there are around stability of wanting to know we're doing a great job and continue doing it well, and taking risks, learning new things. So how do you build that as a business owner? Well, stability requires consistent documented workflows, position descriptions across your business. Each person in your business ought to know who the individuals that they work with are and what those people are responsible for. Key functions, things like IT or premises, they should be able to find out very easily who they need to talk to, who has responsibility and can help them in those areas. That gives them a stable platform for doing their day-to-day job and for knowing that the others around them are all pulling together as a team. Risk is where we come in to training and development, working with individuals on what specific skills they want to learn and sometimes giving them the nudge that they need to move them out of their comfort zone. Now, the thing with being out of your comfort zone is it's uncomfortable out there. By definition, that's a good thing. So what you as a great leader need to do in your business is not just encourage that discomfort, but also support failures. If your team are not failing at things, they're not pushing themselves strongly enough. And if they're not trying new things and failing from time to time, then it's because they don't feel that they've got your support to do that. When you support failures, you support your team to take more risks. And if it is in that risk taking that businesses grow and succeed. Because if your team aren't taking risks, your competitors' teams certainly are. The third element is purpose. That sense that this is more than just a job. This is part of a bigger picture and I'm contributing to the world. The conflicting elements there are the presence. Does my work today make a difference? And the future. Are we actually building something as an individual and as an overall team that's going to make a difference in the future? Supporting your team in the present moment is about making sure that their contributions clearly contribute to the overall purpose of your video. And go back and watch one of the earliest Blackboard Friday videos where I talked about the 5 whys, the impact of vision on all of the elements that sit underneath it. Get that clear and your team will link purpose to their day-to-day contributions, and make sure you acknowledge and recognise their day-to-day contributions in public, in front of other team members. Don't just tell them the great things behind the doors, make sure that the rest of the team see that support. And then the future is around building a breeding ground for great employees. It's not just the future of your business you need to be thinking about there. It's not even just the future of your industry. What's the future of each individual team member that you are building? What you want to create is a training ground that means your team members are good enough to go and work anywhere they want, combined with a culture that means the only place that they want to work is right here. And part of that is celebrating people when they do leave, when they do go on to bigger and better opportunities, or even just more personalised opportunities that they feel they need to pursue. A lot of people ask me, why should we spend money or time celebrating people who are leaving the business? And it's because it's not actually about them leaving the business. You celebrate the leavers to benefit the people who are still here, who see that you do value and respect each individual in your team, even when they're leaving. Because that makes the people who stay know that they feel valued and know that their personal desires, whatever they may be, are supported by the business. You don't want to empower your team and then cripple them to feel that they have no other choice but to work with you. You want to go through the process, make sure they feel they belong somewhere special and where they can reflect their individuality. That'll give them the autonomy that they need. Give them the stability to do their job well and the opportunity to take risks, learn new things and fail from time to time. That way they can master their current skills and their new skills, and then give them a sense of purpose that's linked to what they're doing right now while you're watching this video and what they're building for the future, their future and your future. Because if you do all of those things, you will have awesome employees. And if you've got awesome employees, there is nothing in your vision that you can't achieve.